Right, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we might be in a little bit too deep because what do we like at Aggro U? Well, aggro, but more importantly, dragons. And today we're playing a lot of dragons. Mono red, but we're finding an excuse to play Ren and Shaw and a whole lot of dragon related stuff you don't get to see very often. So starting at the top, because I just wanted to, we're going to play one Dragon Master Outcast. I don't know if we're ever going to draw it, but getting free dragons is cool. We do have a pile of lessons because these work well with Ran and Shaw in case for some reason we don't have enough dragons in the yard. But more removal. We do have a braid as well for some removal and a way to get rid of artifacts because we don't have many flexible cards here. We're kind of dragons or bust. We do have the other combustion technique, and this can also let us get rid of other stuff as well. Then we have Dragon Lore Servant to reduce the cost of our dragons, and it blocks okay being a 1/3. We do also have Sarkin to be able to produce treasure to make our dragons a little easier to cast, as well as Carnelian of Dragonkind. This lets us give our dragons haste while producing a red mana. And then we have a couple of Magmatic Hellkite, so we have some affordable dragons to play. One Legend of Roku, though this could also be another Hellkite, and I don't think I would be upset about it. We do have Ran and Shaw that lets us make double dragons, which hopefully we'll have either lessons or dragons in our graveyard by turn 5. If not, we'll just play Twin Flame Tyrant and get double damage for all of our dragons. And then we have Twin Maw Stormbrood. We will use the 5 damage portion a lot, but we will actually be able to just cast the other side. And if that doesn't work, we have Lathless Dragon Queen, so then every time we play a dragon, we get to make another 5/5 dragon. And we can also pump all of our dragons cheaply. So yeah, not anything too crazy going on with our lands. We do have a couple of Restless Bivouac, but otherwise, all the stuff you expect to see. So yeah, if you want to check this out or anything else, remember, save some money on your magic over at Tales Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN, and you'll save 5% on whatever you buy over there. For now, though, let's go see how many wins we can get with just this big old pile of dragons. Yeah, this is reasonable for going first. Though I probably did that wrong. I could have left up Inspiring Advantage in case I needed to shoot some. I mean, we got a little lucky that we didn't have to, but that definitely could have went a different direction and been more beneficial. Okay. I do like Carnelian, but I think here we're just going to play this and take away their flexibility of their blue land. Feel free to bounce my Hellkite. I would not be mad about that, let me tell you. Alright. Okay. I think we put this on Dragon. We play the Carnelian. Attack here. And this is just so if we get anything, it has haste at least. Because this looks like a slower deck to where they might just be sweeping our board here. No. It is an Overlord just to make the mana. Well, can we find our double damage dragon? No, but we found a Sarkin. I don't think that's quite the same thing. What's the best we could hope for? We could use this, but it costs us 5 mana. So we do that for 2. We wouldn't have enough left over. Alright, I guess we're just going to attack and see what the opponent does here. Because currently we can search for a double damage dragon. Oh, Dragonback Assault. We are okay with this. Yeah. And then we search for a dragon. Which is gonna be one of these. Ah, we almost had Sarkin plus that, but this is good enough. And then just attack and deal a whole bunch. Way more than lethal. Alright, cool. Alright, we're going to keep. Yeah, as much as I like having this Legend of Roku, it's possible that it really just needs to be another of the 4-mana dragon. Just slowing opponents down for a turn while you have a 4/5 blocker, especially when we have multiple ways we could cast it on 3, seems pretty good. I should probably do that. Though this card's been so sick when it sticks and you need it. But let's see what happens here. Okay. Looks like we're going to need a Cavern of Souls team. I guess I'll show you this. I don't know. Huh. Okay. This really makes me want to just play Legend of Roku here. But this is exactly the type of situation where having the other dragon would be nice. Oh, what are we doing? I can't cast either of these. I wouldn't be able to play one next turn either, though. Yeah, I guess we just go for it. Yeah, if this was the 4/5 dragon, I think our situation's a lot better. Tough. Wow, and there were just 3 lands on top. That's brutal. Well, that's unfortunate. That's probably the beginning of the end. I mean, this will give us red mana to be able to play a dragon, but none of those were Cavern of Souls either. Perilous Snare for that. Oh, sure, I guess. Makes me wonder what this deck is now, though, all of a sudden. Alright. End the turn? This is looking more like a synthesizer deck than anything. Alright, cool. Okay. Interesting. I mean, we're kind of still not doing a lot here. So we attack. Actually, no, we do this first because we get a +1. Get rid of this, or at least keep it tapped for a turn. Well, the new thing will be tapped for a turn. I'm probably going to need like a double damage dragon here to try to close this out. But we'll see. In the turn. Day of Judgment. Oh. You know, we do have a braids floating around. Why can't we find one of those? Like, we have stuff. Why don't we find the stuff? That would be great. I guess this is all I'm doing. This is very sad. But kind of just is what it is. Alright. Man, if this land would have been untapped, we could have played Lathless there, though. Would have been way better. I assume they have some type of sweeper here. You know, if not, I don't know what we'll do. I mean, they could also just have 2 things that exile stuff. Alright. That will go and get at least one of them. Which is good, because it means they can't just go get Synthesizer here. Because these are... I guess they could, because we can only pump once. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, I mean, this is kind of good news that they're having to 1-for-1 our stuff. This is 6. This is 5. We attack them down to 7. I guess we can just go with this. It's fine. Actually, we'll attack them for 5, so they'll be at 6. Oh, actually, if I do that, then this is lethal. If they get rid of... Well, I guess they're technically both, because we attack with the creature land, too. Yeah, alright, whatever. Alright. Also, he becomes a dragon till the turn, so Lathless pumping that means you would get to pump both dragons for Lathless activation. And no Abrades to be seen, which is very disappointing. Alright, this feels reasonably okay. Because I'm assuming they just go get something to get rid of a dragon here. And then we just play a dragon and come over the top for 6. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. All right, cool. We're all good. I mean, they make the play they can make, but at the end of the day, I mean, we just have another dragon. All right. Cool. Weird game. While that was a win, I would say that had they gotten, say, a synthesizer off of the battlefront, the game could have went quite a bit differently with us not finding any abrades anywhere along the way. So got a little lucky. It was a little weird sequence. We also had kind of a slow hand, but you know, at the end of the day, it worked out. So we just take it. All right, we'll try. Don't know how good this is going to go for us, but you know, why not? Especially on the draw against this mono red aggro situation. All right, that's kind of good. They don't have much else going on, so there's that. I guess we just pass. They're going to pump. Sweet. They're going to protect it so they can get a deuter. Nope, they're just going to shoot us. That's fine. All right, we're at 14. I'm going to assume the rest of their hand is very burn heavy here. So let's just go ahead and do this. Show them a dragon. Play this tapped. Like, I feel like I have every reason to believe Sarkhan will not survive here, but somehow Sarkhan did survive, so you never know, I guess. 5 mana. Man, I really want to do one of these other things, but here I think I'm just going to attack. Actually, do I even attack? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Sarkhan's dead. However, that does open up the door for me to just play another Sarkhan and still leave up the combustion, which is nice. All right, in the turn. But again, had this just been the 2/4 dragon or 4/5 dragon, I probably would have just played it here. I think this is more than reasonable. Yeah, we're not letting you get all the mana you want to do all the crazy things with, opponent. I see what you're up to over there. We are not in that business. Okay, a braid works. Let's go ahead and do this first. So if we find some lands... Wow, triple land. Jeez. Okay, well, dragon it is, I guess. Pass the turn. That was not cool. I mean, on the one hand, it's like, that's not cool. But then the other part is, hey, at least we didn't draw a bunch of dragons. Or a bunch of lands, right? I would have liked to have drawn dragons. This needs 3 in the yard? Yeah, okay. Just trying to think about how I'm going to use my mana here. I think... I don't know if I want to shoot one of those now or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, sure, why not? At least I can block this one. It can do a little bit of insanity, but that's fine. We also get another mana off of this guy. Oh, well, that's also helpful. And then we can just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could just do 5 and shoot that. Yeah, I think that's the market I'm going to be in here. Just take away any options for this to go crazy. And then I'll just get a 1, 4, 4. So little value. But it still has the fire breathing and all that. Fire bending. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, the sicko part was we were going to flip this over next turn. And then it's like, all right, we attack, we have fire breathing, we can make an extra dragon, and like the red deck's just not coming back after that. So yeah, I don't know. This was neat. It did help, but had this just been the 4/5 dragon, right? Like we just kill this with the Hellkite, they go search for a mountain, so this is never a concern, and then we just have a big blocker. So maybe that's what we end up doing with this. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, we're keeping this. Mostly because we have a couple of removal. We can get to, if they don't do anything later, we have Carnelian. Carnelian plus Tyrant's really cool. So we kind of like all those options. Yeah, let's go ahead and off that. And then let's go ahead and get this Carnelian down. All right. Oh, well, we love to see that. Put this on dragons, so no counter opportunities. And then we'll just go with this. 6 ball. That might be game. Because I don't think, yeah, they're not going to have a way to deal with this. Full size, and that's more than lethal. Crazy from 2 attacks, but there you go. Sometimes Bolt the Bird still works. But yeah, opponent was on something. They were going to do something crazy. I think they were relying on the elf to cast like a 3-mana search spell or something for mana or some ramp thing. But yeah, you take those. They're not pretty, but they're still wins. Let's keep this. All right, good deal. I'm glad we kept the hand we kept so we can start picking things off. Got another one. All right, so now we've got to play the silly game of can they protect their thing? I'll bite. If you have it, you have it. All right. I mean, we knew that was a possibility, so can't even be too bothered by it. Spellbook. No, they got one. They got their one too quick. I guess I should have been more patient. All right. Well, now I got to draw our dragon to kill that, or we're never gonna have a chance to kill it. Oh, I lied. We found another way to kill it. Actually, dang it. I could shoot that for 2, but that'd only be 4 for that one. Ah, we're so close. All right. Well, we'll do what we can do. Sucks to have to waste this, but situation is what it is. Yep. I mean, we're going to still be in pretty bad shape here. Oh, anytime your opponent scries and leaves stuff on top, that's usually bad. That's not what you want to see. Let's go here and here. I don't know why I feel like there's a shelter in our future, too. Yeah, all right. Feather flight, wow, that's just as good. Like, probably even better. And a shelter to go with? Oh, yeah, you got it. All right, GG's. We're out of here. we're way dead. Yeah, sure. Gorehound, yay. All right. No white lands? Hmm. Yeah, have fun with this one. Okay, there is a Sarkin, but I would rather just get things out of their hand, or out of play first here. Yeah, sure. Let's just off that. I assume you get the other combustion technique. No, they took Sarkin. Hmm. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it. A little surprised, but sure. Yeah. Take a dragon, my friend. This is such a strange deck. Is it just like a discard aggro pile? Like, I don't even know what's going on at this point in time. I mean, now I can Sarkin, reveal the dragon you already know I have. Pass. So you haven't played removal spells in a minute. Yeah, sure. You got it. And we're just hoping to draw an untapped land or something here, so sure. Might as well attack with both. I'm not blocking. Like, that's the easy part of that. Okay, well, that's something. Also means now when we get Ren and Shaw, we'll be able to get double. Yeah, sure. What even is that? Equip gets +3/+0 and is a knight in addition to its other types. Okay. Sure. This is definitely one of the weirder piles I've seen on here. But okay. Shoot this thing. Take 3. Because I'm not going to cast that. Again, we want to try to get this Ran and Shaw down. Now this does +3/+0 as an equipped creature. Pay 3 life. Only activate it once each turn. Oh, so it's just a +3/+0. Okay. I'm here looking for like secret value words on it or something, but alright. Yeah, I guess we just hold on to this because this is life later on. I mean, you know I have the Abrade. So, like, what gives? Okay, I figured it had to be something like that. Do I destroy the artifact or just kill a creature? I guess just destroy an artifact, because we know where this is going at this point. Untapped land would be sweet here, actually. Dang it, because I wanted to play this for 6 and then get the life off of the Ren and Shaw. Would have been great. But here, I guess we just go ahead and just play 2 bodies. Because that would have been 15 life. An opponent definitely would not have recovered from that. Guess what? We can block flying fairies. Yep. We're at 7, though. So, I mean, if they want to make 2 aggressive attacks here, it could put some pressure on us for sure. And this guy still has Menace. So, like, these are real things here. So, if we block block 2, take 2, go to 5. Can we go to 4 and get rid of an additional creature to set us up to at least try to block the other guy, maybe? Yeah, I'll risk it. Like, if they just have the removal, then, like, whatever. There's also a reality here of these are 8s. We attack and get 4, and each of these would get +2/+0. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 16. We're real close. Not there, but damn close. Because it's 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, close. All right. No attacks just to make sure we don't die to weird situations, but I think we're okay here. We should be able to bring this home next turn. Yeah, even if that's a removal spell, we're good here. Oh, well, we knew what the last card was. What am I talking about? Yeah, that'll do it. And then we just play this. That gains us 5. That has haste. So that's 8, 13. Oh, it's only 16. Oh, no, it's not. Because these also produce. Oh, yeah. That's way born enough. Because the fire breathing says we get to activate. And all of our dudes get +2/+0. Look at that. Oh, actually, I kind of messed up. Had the opponent blocked this dragon, we would have only done 17, and I think the opponent was at 18. And that's 2, 4, 5. So if they could have found 3 damage somewhere, I don't know if their deck can produce 3 damage out of nowhere. But if they could have found it, we could have died, actually. So they could have been a little weird. Fortunately, we didn't have to worry about it. Okay, man, I wish we were on the draw with this one, but I'll keep it. I mean, on the play, not on the draw. Duress is gonna suck for us. Okay, that's Ruthless Negotiation. That's fine. Let's get rid of this. Mostly because not knowing what we're up against, I'd rather not lose these other pieces just yet. Well, weren't going to get to keep them anyway, as it turns out. Weird that I haven't seen much mono black in a minute, except for like weird skeletons builds. And now I feel like the last couple of days we've seen a lot more, which is very interesting to me. Let's go ahead and play this. Not going to bother with Sarkhan because we're not getting any value yet. And 2 toughness dies to the -2/-2 things versus the opponent having to use a real removal spell here. Oh, well, they're playing some amount of dragons. That's good information to have. Because you're rarely playing that and not playing dragons, let me tell you. Alright, pass the turn. More removal for our Sarkhan. Yep, looks like it. Alright, so they kept a removal heavy hand. That's fair. We are not in a hurry to fire anything off here. Matter of fact, I will just pass. Sure, Slasher. This is still only going to deal 2. Yeah, that's fine. I think what I was looking at is like I could get rid of the Slasher, like shoot it and shoot, but it's kind of meh, but probably still worth doing. Any chance? All right. I mean, I guess we just go for Lathless here. I mean, there's a chance they have more removal. Like, if they do, well. The fact that they stared at it forever says they probably do. Because they were concerned. So probably going to kill it. You know what, though? Hey, if it's got to die to that, cool. We can live with that. Yeah, now I just need any removal spell that hits a bat here or a 5-cost dragon and we're good, right? You do not meet the brief. Alright, well, that plan didn't quite work out, did it? Elegy Acolyte, that's bad news for us. Though we can kill that, so that's kind of nice. Alright, so we can go... Actually, we can probably wait on that, right? Let's just do this for now. Pass the turn. Let the opponent make actions without having more information here. Now, they might just land, strip our hand. Oh, okay. Room is a thing. All right, so let's go 3. Oh, this costs 2. Dang it. I thought it was the one that was 1 mana. Ah, that was bad. Well, might as well now. Okay. Yep, we've just been just at the wrong situation here. Now they just make a big 6/6 demon and start bringing this to a close, I think. Okay, either way. All right, GG's. All right, let's keep it. Oh, well, I got lucky there. That was a bad keep, y'all. I don't know if anybody noticed, but this makes white, not red. So that was almost a bad disaster. Sometimes your deck bails you out, even when you don't deserve it. But that was a terrible, terrible keep. But playing against mono red, the hand does give us some value here to pick off creatures, which is good. And if given a choice, we were going to try to get rid of something with a braid here so that on the following turn, we would be able to cast 2 spells. However, here, we're just going to put this on Dragon. Except the fact that they're playing removal and Sarkhan's likely going to die here. But that's okay. Like, we're not playing a super aggressive game against the red deck. Our plan is make them spend resources on things that are not our face. That's literally it. If you can just run them out of resources and then some point later have like 7 to 8-ish life and start playing dragons. That's all you're really hoping for here. All right, that's kind of good. They're going to bolt wave, sure. They have something else here. I just don't know what it is. All right, they didn't bite. I'm going to do this just to try to hold on to that treasure. Hope they can't pump the toughness. Usually they don't have blades. It's usually stuff that just plus power. Okay, that's good. All right, put this on Dragon. And I'm just going to pass for now. We can wait till we can make multiple dragons and not have to waste the treasure. Because it's also possible we would blow up the treasure and then they go ahead and hit this for 4 if they'd have found a land or something to with the burst or whatever. But let's go ahead and kill off the slick shot and see what happens. All right. Patience so far has worked out for us. We're still at 15. Let's go ahead and we will play one of them here. Obviously, we'd love to get more value, get 2 dragons, but, you know, sometimes you just got to take what you can get. Gonna burst lightning to kill our Rananshaw? So they did have it. See? See? And this is dragons and or Lessons, which that put another dragon in our yard, and we have mana up for an Abrade. So we're all set now. Just killed 4 creatures in mono red, and that's all we needed. Oh yeah, that lightning strike ain't gonna get you there, friend. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So this is 4. The 4 mana will get us another 4, so that's 8, 12. This gets us another 4, 16. It only gets us... Does that get us 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah! Look at that. Huh. Wow, did we just one-shot them with dragons? That's crazy. That's crazy. Rand Shaw one-shot. Awesome. Okay, let's see what we could do with this. I mean, we get to go first. Don't really have much going on, though, right? We're going to play Sarkhan and then kind of just hang out. So we'll see. All right, didn't have to kill anything immediately, so that's always good. Pass the turn. Drunith. Ooh, we got some things for you, little Drunith. I'm not even going to waste my mana there. Oh, we're going to have a lot for them. Let's start with this. And go attack. Wow, really? Well, I guess if their whole game plan was predicated on keeping Drunith, then I guess we were good. That being said, though, there's going to be games like this for this deck where you draw 2 or 3 early removal, especially when you're talking about playing against Drunith and the Badger Mole and things like that. I guess Badger Mole Cub. Like, you just get rid of the first 2 or 3 threats. You know, leave mana up in case they get like an Ouroboros that you could shoot for 3. And then after that, you're off to the races. Like here, even if they get something else, say like a Cub, we kill the Cub, we play a Tyrant, attack for 6, and now the opponent's up against it. You know, that's literally how quick that game was going to turn. Yeah, so a couple of things overall here. First things first, we never really drew the Dragon Master Outcast, so it's actually not true. I think we got it one time, but it didn't really matter. So that's a little tough. Rand Shaw, I do think, is actually a pretty damn good card here. And it's interesting because we do get the options in some ways of just saying, hey, do we just play it as a 4/4 or do we get extra value? And I think between all the dragons and stuff in here, we can get extra value. So what I'd also like to do is, because we're playing enough white mana in here, because it came up quite a bit, I would kind of like to play at least 2 of something that also exiles either additional enchantments or artifacts or creatures. Maybe it's Get Lost, maybe it's one of the other white spells that gets rid of multiple things. I don't really know. I did like the Carnelian giving us some stuff with haste against the control matchup, so we didn't run into that many of those, but it's probably earned its keep. But overall, this list is similar, but I will say the final list is going to look a little bit different when you download it, because like I said, I want to move off the Outcast, and I'm going to spend some time figuring out, like, do we keep the Legend of Roku? Do we play another Rand Shaw? Like I said, there's a few levers we want to move around, but I think there are some solutions we could come to here that'd be pretty good for this one. So yeah, if you want to play it, it is Dragons, it is Rand Shaw, it does what we wanted to do. Just needs a few small tweaks to be a little bit better. It was just a little over 50% at like 54, so it's not blowing the doors off anything, but it is very playable and can hold up against the small creature decks, which are a problem, which this is good against. It'd be more concerned about having it against the control matchups, but again, you have some haste creatures, you have some Cavern of Souls, so maybe, we'll see. But the link could be over on Moxfield if you want to give it a try. As always, it's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.